Hello and welcome back to Placeholder Gaming. That's what I'm going to be calling my channel now. So we're back with part 5 of Final Fantasy III. Now, as I said in the last video, I'm going to be changing Ellie into a black wizard. It's not what I would want to do normally. However, since the next large portion of the game consists of us all being mini, it's crucial that I keep my party as spellcasters so I can actually deal any semblance of damage. The one downside of swapping job classes, especially from a martial, or actually changing to any magic class, is your spell slots go to 0, so I had to spend some gold, unfortunately, in order to get those spell slots back up to full. So I want to hold on to those. I'll sell the great bow and arrows for now, because I'm pretty sure later on I'll be able to buy those if I choose to go for the archer job for a team member. But there's some jobs that just aren't worth getting or using. There's some fun ones here and there. I think like the Viking uses standard weapons two-handed instead of one-handed, increasing the damage output, which is always nice. So I bought 2 bolts for Joel and Ellie, and I have a few extra spells there. Ellie can take another black spell. Let's give Ellie blind. Okay, so that should do it. You'll notice I've kept Joel as a red wizard, and while red wizards don't deal the same amount of damage with spells as the black wizards, I want to keep rising his job level. Okay, so we're entering the first of the 2 consecutive areas where you have to be character under the influence of the spell Tiny or Mini. And some of these monsters in this dungeon, or small tunnel, can cast magic. And I want to get Ellie's job level up a bit. I left Walt as a white wizard because I'm still going to need those cures. And the ability to return to normal size when I leave this tunnel, just for a period of time. So the boss fight I'm dreading coming up, hopefully in this part, because I might keep this part going a little bit longer just because it's been a few days since I've uploaded. Final Fantasy III part. Because now I'm also doing Snake's Revenge. I might have this one go a bit longer than I had in the past. Forget when the next crystal comes into play, honestly. I want to say it's after you leave the first area. And when I say first area, I mean the first continent you're on, which is a floating continent. You need to go into a tower. Dash jumps into a furnace and it prevents the continent from crashing. And I think once you get off the main continent, it's when you're able to get access to the next crystal, and it's the first thing you have to do. And from there, you're able to unlock a few other job classes. And I forget what the next ones are. But I think I might change... If there's a new martial class, I might put Ellie into that. I want to hold on to the bolt spells for a little bit longer. These might be undead, but I still don't want to risk hearing them just to find out that they're not. So yeah, I finally come up with a name for my channel. I was gonna keep placeholder as literally just that, placeholder. But I started thinking about it, and I kinda like it. Placeholder gaming. So, that's what this YouTube channel is gonna be called. So... more of these assholes? Okay, let's get off a round of bolts on them. And I am gonna risk seeing if Cure will actually damage them or not. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see if it healed or not. Shit. And I'm not risking it again in case it didn't. Besides, my party took a little bit of damage here and there, so I'm gonna heal them up a bit. Oh, hey. Yeah, since that last one survived, I'm gonna say, and that's the one I cast the Cure on. I think it would be safe to assume it didn't damage them. Wait, why is... Did Ellie die at some point? Or do different jobs have different XP requirements to level up? Huh. And... okay, I think Ellie and Mark have plenty of spell slots left. And I'm gonna risk it again, I just need to know for sure. Ooh. I think that level up with Mark. No, yeah. Okay. These guys aren't undead. Have Joel heal Ellie. All the others just cast fire. And you're also getting off a full party cure spell just to be on the safe side. Ooh, Mark is dealing actual damage now with his spells. That level up must have boosted just enough. Ooh, and Mark's skilled leveled. Come on, B10. 9, he's really close. That skill level of 10, I don't fully understand all the stats in this game, especially when it comes to magic damage. Okay, these assholes can cast magic. But based on experience in past playthroughs of this game, having your core Black Wizard having a 10 skill level really makes the next real dungeon the Shrine of Nepto, which I'll most likely get to in this part. Oh yeah, I'm only 11 minutes in. So yeah, probably gonna get to the Shrine of Nepto. I might even beat it in this part. Assuming the fight against the giant rat goes well. There's more difficult bosses in this game, but for me that one's top place in my least favorite ones. So now that I'm just gonna return my party to their normal setup. What's Desh gotta say? Oh, I guess I can't talk to him in the map. Oh, I'm also gonna save. And we are now in the base of the Vikings. And there's some good loot in this area. Like, despite them being Vikings, so yeah, this guy pretty much explains it all. Like, after that earthquake that first brought the Light Warriors into the cave, the Shrine of Nepto, or the Sea Dragon. Hey, a fellow Red Wizard. Alright. I think all my guys have the right spells right now. However, despite them being Vikings, they have good spells hidden here. Like, really good spells, and they're all going to Mark. So yeah, Ice 2, Fire 2, and Bolt 2. All for free. And those spells are the most important. Because anything below a level 3 spell hardly deals any damage to the giant rat, who can also throw off those spells. How a rat learned how to cast magic, I'll never know. Yeah. So something at the shrine angered the Sea Dragon, and is making it so the Vikings can't leave their base. Thankfully this is set up like a proper town, so there's an inn, there's all that fun stuff, there's a shop. I might do a little bit of level grinding here. Off camera or on camera, I'm not sure yet. I got the spells I'll need. Actually, you know what? Joel, since you're the red wizard and you're kind of the jack-of-all-trades guy, you're gonna get Venom. Because I've never been too sure on whether or not the rat can be poisoned or not. Let's get a few eye drops, a few more antidotes, and as many potions as I can carry. Just for fun, I'm gonna show you why you don't get on the ship at this point. Just in case my demonstration goes absolutely poorly. But yeah, once you get to about there, the sea dragon attacks. You cannot win this fight. Pretty sure if you maybe did some shenanigans with the leveling, you might be able to pull it off, but... Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick reset. That didn't interrupt my recording. So yeah, you don't fight that guy. You leave that ship alone. You want to come up here. Huh, one-eyed dragon statue. And here comes... the real dungeon where you have to be tiny. So I'll probably come and go from this a little bit. I never noticed that water effect. That's actually great for the Nintendo. I know I just said that, but I don't like the whole for the Nintendo preface when you say something's good. Because the Nintendo was a great console. Loads of masterpieces. And a lot of underappreciated titles too. Oh yeah, look at that damage difference between Ellie's spell and Mark's spell. That's not character level. That's all skill job. There. Skill level. And arguably, that's a more important stat or mechanic than just regular character level. I shouldn't have cast that that arrow. Hopefully Joel and Ellie can kill these guys off before Walt casts arrow. Ah, damn it. That could have come in handy for the giant rat. Ooh, a bomb shard. That is very beautiful. So I'm gonna do a little bit of looting here, get as much of the treasure that's in this area as possible. Once I get... Actually, no, it wouldn't even matter if I equip it or not. When you have the mini status, your stats drop all to 1. However, I think I might be able to one-shot this dungeon. I'm on a pretty good run right now of it. Unless something happens that really fucks everything up, which, let's face it, is Final Fantasy III. It's gonna happen. Just like that, yep. They always target one character. She has to go out of their way to eliminate them. And I hate to do it, but I am gonna use one of my Phoenix Downs. I really hate using them this early in the game. Mainly because they are so rare. I think possibly the shop on the Invincible airship allows you to buy Phoenix Downs, but they're incredibly expensive. And while they're useful, by the time you get to the last level, you pretty much have life spells and you're doing a lot more healing than you normally would. Especially since by that point you have the job class of Sage, which is the best spell casting class in the game. It's pretty much the Red Wizard on steroids. But we won't see that for a while. Okay, with those spell slots, I should be able to beat the rat, which is in this area. However, anything can happen between now and getting to it, as this game likes to do. Oh, that was amazing. I've never not encountered a thing there. And here it is, my least favorite boss fight in this entire game. Hopefully all goes smoothly. But that almost never happens in this boss fight. Something will happen and my characters will just all drop dead, run out of spell slots. And that'll be game over and a reset. Thankfully I've had a south wind and a bomb shard, so that helped a little bit. Oh yeah, I wanted to try Venom. See if that even works. See, how does a rat know how to cast fire too? Okay, yeah, Venom doesn't work. As I had expected. See, that's something that's bullshit. That was a level 3 spell, and it dealt 36 damage when the last one dealt significantly more. And that's what I dislike about this fight. The magic damage is very inconsistent. Sometimes you'll deal close to 100 plus, other times with the same spell you'll deal a fraction of that. Oh hey, I beat it. Alright. I know I hyped this boss up as my least favorite, and I will stick by that statement. I have lost to it more than I'd like to admit, because of some of that bullshit with the damage. Now the real fun part begins, getting out of the dungeon. So I'm still not out of the woods yet. Anything can happen. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Because spells do not auto-target in this game. Okay, hopefully I can get out of this dungeon without any hassle. And once I get out, Ellie's going back to being a fighter. And those carapaces, I think Joel can use the serpent sword. Red wizards can use a good number of the swords in this game, but they can't use all of them. I don't know how it works, but a lot of the magic swords, like the W Slayer, Joel is still currently equipped with, can be equipped by a red wizard, but not by the fighter. And I think the serpent sword is a magic sword, but it can be equipped by the fighter, if I recall. But I need to get Joel's physical damage up higher, and Ellie, since she's already a fighter, or they're already a fighter, oh yeah, now you get to skill level 10, you bastard. They can equip any sword, so it's easier to get their physical attack up than it is the red wizard. Really? I'd be running from these fights, but I can't afford... oh shit. I can't afford to risk the entire party's HP going down and each one getting one shot in just a round of terribleness. I mean defense going down. Because even if one party member runs, or attempts to run, everyone in the party's defense drops to 0. However, and since I'm playing on a console, I can't do save stage switch. I don't like save states on principle, but there are certain games I have played before I got the NES. It's actually, technically it's been mine since I was a kid, but for like 15, 20 years, it was at my grandfather's house, or grandparents' house, so when they both passed, I got it back, as well as the second one. The second one went to my sister. I don't think she ever plays it. I needed to run a fair bit of maintenance on it, because my grandfather left Mario 3 in it constantly. And what that does over time is it presses the pins down, and it makes it very difficult to read. You son of a bitch. I'm risking it. I'm risking it. This... yes! That fight I wouldn't have won. I would have had to spend a turn getting everyone into the back row again. And by then, they would have dealt enough damage to screw me over. Okay, so I'm gonna have 2 always running. The others focusing on healing. I'm almost out of this. Oh! Wow, I've never been that lucky. Come on. Run. Thank you. Come on, just let me get up these stairs. Come on. Yes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and I always do that. Whenever I leave the shrine, I always single cast Mini. But that's okay. I'm out. I think I have a midget bread. 2 midget breads, so... Okay, so, wait. Wait, midget and dwarf. I think that's the dwarf bread, which reveals a map? But first, let's put Ellie back into being a fighter. See if they can use... Nope, cannot use the serpent sword. So let's re-equip that mithril dagger. Okay, so got my 2 martial guys out with so they shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't have any problem getting back here. Everything here dies in 1 hit to the... And I got back in no problem. So I have just helped the Vikings, and they're ecstatic. I think this guy's the leader. And they just give me a ship. The Enterprise. So I'm just gonna heal up my party, because that area drains your spell slots like no tomorrow. I'm at 32 minutes, so I think I'm gonna do one more thing and call it a day for this video. I might do a second part, or I probably will since I have no other obligations today. And I forgot, it doesn't matter, they're spellcasters. So if I recall, the serpent sword that I just gave to Ellie deals lightning damage. Which, since I'm not going to be in the ocean for a little while, not an unnecessary length of time, and Walt stays tiny. But I'm just gonna... just to get their defense back up to normal. So up here, to the north, there's a castle. And this castle does come into play later on in the game. But what it's great for early on is looting the shit out of it. Also, you notice that Desh will change colors from like red to purple to blue. That just comes down to the Nintendo palette and the way that works. Pretty much for any area in a Nintendo game, they have to select a palette to use. Like, look at all this gold. You'd be a fool not to come here to loot it. Like, I think I had, what, maybe 1,000 gold when I left the Viking base. I'm already back up to 15,000 G. So this castle here, I think it's the Kingdom of Argus. These doors are locked, and they'll remain locked until I get access to the Thief job class. And when you have them as the character icon on the screen, they'll just unlock. Most locked doors, I think there might be 1 or 2 that need an actual key, but I honestly cannot remember. I almost never have the Thief. So yeah, as I said, I was gonna do one more thing, and that was the one thing. Loot that. So if you like what if you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe and drop a like. I'll probably have part 6 up with it, maybe by the end of the day here. I might just end recording of this part, get it rendered, and while it's rendering, start recording part 6. So yeah. This is Placeholder Gaming, and have a great day.